We got another full day stuck inside. Our roads cleared up just a little bit yesterday, just in time for it to start snowing again. So we are still stuck here. Plants are doing good. Most of my potting up is done. I've got a pot of bone broth on the stove, and it's just a cozy day stuck in the house. But did up a pot of chicken bone broth just to have for sipping on throughout the day. It's better for you than having like a cup of hot chocolate or coffee or something that's full of sugar. But yeah, quick little update on the starts. Eggplants are up. Nice germination on them, on both the Black Beauty and the Long Tulsi. One of mine is being a little slow and stubborn. The other one coming along a bit better. I don't know if you can see the tiny little oregano plants breaking the surface. And then, of course, purple basil and the loofah gourds back there coming along nicely. And over here I got transplant shocked chamomile. Hopefully that'll bounce back. I've got a couple others that are looking better. My jigsaw peppers and my artichokes and my beet tray. Up here we've got some more trays of cold crops started. As you see, I got cabbage, cauliflower, some Brussels sprouts, my cilantro's coming up, little babies right there, and some of the transplanted kale. Bit of an effort on the kale to make sure that it lasts at least another week. We do have a forecast next week in the 50s, so I should be able to get it out into the ground and get a plastic hoop house or low tunnel covered over it out there, and that should be good. Hopefully I can keep it that long. It should have been in the ground last week, so fingers crossed. Gotta love it when Mother Nature throws you a curveball. Open because we don't have our wood cutting space. So he is having to cut it here on the section of road that's been plowed. The other fun things about the snow, some vehicles that aren't used to this cold temperature don't work. So we've been having to haul up our wood pile one log at a time. Not too bad, like I said, it's not super far away from the house. But, you know, fun times. I am going to show you this neat little thing with the chicken coop. Since we put the draw door on it, they're going to be loud. Since we put the draw door on it and it's been able to stay closed and warmer in there, the chicken coop, because it's warm in there and it's cold out here, you're getting that frost effect like you would on the window. But because the chickens are in there, there's a little bit of ammonia in the air, and the ammonia freezing to the side of the plastic is leaving this really neat pattern. Is that not the most beautiful thing you have ever seen? It's everywhere. Like the whole coop is covered in these beautiful, beautiful painted swirls. So let's see if we have any uninvited guests. Oh. Nope. Everybody's been scared out and gone home or gone to roost for the night. So it is super nice in this coop compared to outside. But unfortunately, we didn't have any visitors. So we've been getting starlings sneaking in and spending the day in here. And every time I come out to check on the chickens, I've got like 10 or 15 of them I have to chase off the roost. So I think because it's getting closer to sunset and the chickens have come up for the night, the starlings have made off to the trees. You may have noticed and be curious about this fencing. What I've done is I've taken a little 2-foot rabbit fencing and I've stretched it across the back third section. So basically the reason I did that is because the ducks come in here at night too, and the ducks will have this front section up here, and then the chickens roost over here. It keeps the chickens from pooping on the ducks, and it keeps the chickens having a spot that's dry that they can scratch around in and keep that composting going, because the ducks pack it all down and it doesn't work quite as well. Apparently the ducks don't understand why they can't go swimming. They seem to have tried to go swimming on their ice block. Trying to find something to show the depth of snow, and this was the best example I could find. I'd say we got about 6 inches. This was something neat. Just the way that the water came off and then slowly melted on this little tiny branch right here, and it's melted and made this fin of ice, which is really beautiful. That was pretty cool. Morning, I'm here at the Master Gardners greenhouse. We are doing our potting up of all of our plants for our upcoming plant sale despite all the snow on the ground. And I figured I'd take you along with me, show you some of what goes on inside the Master Gardener greenhouse. Forgive me for squinting, it's really bright in here. And the dogs in the background. Our greenhouse is beside a dog park. But today we are pulling out plugs and putting them into their planters for their final plant out. So, lots of people, lots of work. What we did today was received all of our plants from the nurseries that we're going to be potting up into our different display pieces or just into single pots for growing. You can see here we get these in the little flats of 52 plugs, a bunch of different kinds of plants. We remove them from their plug trays, organize them out into different sets. Some will get planted individually into pots to grow out bigger, and others will get organized into planters and different things, different arrangements that we will use at our sale to help raise money for the Master Gardeners, and sometimes they go around the city for displays as well. So this is the final step. This is where they'll grow out into. We got them all potted up in their certain patterns. And then we just leave them in here and let Mother Nature do the rest. Just an hour's work with about 10 women from our Master Gardeners here in central Missouri, and we've got 50 and 100 planters potted up. It's fun working here in the greenhouse, and honestly, when there's 6 inches of snow on the ground and it's negative whatever outside, I'm in here in a t-shirt and sweating. I hope you enjoyed getting to see a little bit inside of the Master Gardener's greenhouse. We'll definitely make the effort to take you back as the plants get a little bit bigger so you can see how they progress through. It's a really beautiful thing to see when all of the flowers and everything start to come together and you can see how the planter's going to look throughout summer. I'd love to hear some of the stories and things that people have gone through this last week. I know a lot of people across the country got to experience an interesting aspect of winter that some of us haven't seen in a long time. I, for one, am extremely glad that I got to get out of the house. I'm super excited. Our temperatures are back above freezing, and the snow is melting, and we're going to be coming into spring so soon. I promise I'm going to have a lot more gardening content coming up. I got to do a tutorial on putting my onions out, as well as starting all of the summer plants, tomatoes, cucumbers, melons, all that fun stuff. That should be coming up pretty soon, and I'm getting excited about it. I'd love to hear from you guys how you're coming along. Are you planting already? Are you still buried under the snow? How was this last week in the polar vortex for you? Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. Give us a thumbs up if you like our video, and please remember to subscribe and hit the little bell notification. You get updated every time I upload. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.